Hey everyone! And we are going to have a conversation about an amazing topic, which is pet food and recycling, you guys. For people that are interested in recycling, this is a great one for you to be able to join in, tune in, listen in, and just hear the good stuff. Hear the good information. And if you have your own tricks and little fun things you do for recycling, whether it's for your pet items or for your personal items, let us know, because you know what? There might be something I might not mention. There might be something that I don't know that you might know. And we need that information so we can continue to leave the earth a better place than we found it, okay? But before we jump into that conversation and that topic, if you haven't checked out last month's discussion, it's on YouTube, it's on Spotify. Bertha's YouTube, Bertha's Spotify. Be sure to check it out. I talk about how turmeric really helped me with two different things that I had going on. Go out and check it out. And yes, I try my best to share different topics that I feel like resonate not only with myself, but with others, using stories and experiences that I face and I have either found solutions to or just doing homework in. So come on and just have a good time. Bertha is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that promotes health and wellness for people and animals through community support and resources. And this is one of the ways what we may learn, what we may have went through, we like to share. This is a safe space, a safe community, a virtual community and in-person community that allows you to be seen, heard, and see what we could do to work together for you to just feel good, you know? it takes a lot of intentional work to feel good, to feel good in your heart, mind, body, and soul, you know? But yeah, I think that this is a really great one. And I say that because one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this was I was reading this book about how to be mindful of what I'm throwing away, be mindful of what I'm buying, being mindful of all those things. And one of the things, you know, when you're being intentional and you're carrying that recyclable bag, y'all, if y'all do not have a recyclable bag, get you a recyclable bag. And don't be like me. Buying the recyclable bags, when I first started to get the recyclable bags, I would always forget about the recyclable bags because it was in the house. I would have to put some in the car so that way, just in case if I'm out and about and I didn't stop at home, I have them. So if y'all haven't bought recyclable bags, make sure you leave stuff in your car, okay? So that way you have it, you don't have to go back home, okay? And if you don't have it, try to use the brown bag. See if your supermarket has brown bags. But we're talking about pet food and recycling. I don't know how many of you guys have went to the supermarket and you know what you've noticed? A lot of the plastic bag of pet food, you can't recycle. So it's these plastic bags of food you can't recycle. And you're like, okay. And one of the things when I realized it, I said, okay, I'm gonna just get canned food, right? So I just get the canned food because you can recycle cans. Being mindful too, some cans you can't recycle, which I didn't know that. So be mindful of that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get the can. But see, it gets pricey. It gets pricey. Have you ever looked at how much, and then you want and I'm talking about the cans that got the good ingredients. I want my babies to eat good. I want them to eat healthy. I'm trying to be intentional about what I'm consuming. I want them to consume good things. So you look at it, you're like $3.28 for one can. I got 3 cats. It gets pricey. So I want to open it up with that. If you have a pet, even if you don't have a pet, but if you have a product that you like and it's in a container that cannot be recycled, go to their website. Take out some time. Yes, we're taking out time now. All right? We're setting time aside and we're going to write to that company and let them know how you feel about what the plastic is doing to our earth, or whatever your experience, your feelings. Write it down, send it to them, and let them know this must go. This must, I don't know. But write it down. So for people that love their pet brand and that they're like, okay, you know what, and you message them, or maybe you're on the road to messaging them, there's a website called terracycle.com, and it's a free recycling program for pet food. And I wanted to, if you go on their website, you could be able to see what is drop-off points they have and what items you could be able to recycle with their program. Just to give an example, Wellness Complete Health, Wellness Core, Holistic Select pet food bags and soft wet food pouches can be recycled with them. You can recycle from anywhere, so you basically collect, print a free label, and ship back out. Or you could find a public drop-off point, and if not, maybe you can see and contact them and become a drop-off point and see what other pet food items you could be able to recycle with that program. So I think that is a great one. So, you know, this is just, some people are new to recycling, and it's okay. We all learn at different times. What is recycling? What does that look like? So recycling is the process of collecting and processing materials that would otherwise be thrown away as trash and turning them into new products. Recycling can benefit your community, the economy, and the environment. Products should only be recycled if they cannot be reduced or reused. And this is from US EPA website. As soon as you go on the website, that is 3 basic rules. 3. Recycle bottles, cans, paper, and cardboard. Keep food and liquid out of your recycling. No loose plastic bags and no bags recyclables. Meaning, if you have your recyclables, dump it out. Don't tie the bag and throw it in. These are items that can go into your bin. Make sure they're clean and dry. Plastic bottles and containers, food and beverage cans, papers, flattened cardboard and paperboard, food and beverage containers, glass bottles and containers. Items that are not accepted in your bin: no bag recyclables, no plastic bags, no plastic wrap and film, no flexible packaging, no cups with wax or plastic coating. These items, the other items, check your logo programs and this for disposal items. No tingling items, no dirty diapers, no household items, medical waste, and garbage waste. Check to see where you can get that to be disposed properly. So this one is a great one. If you want, there's more information in here for you to be able to read. Now, when they was talking about reusing, you can, if you have some containers and maybe you have a garden, you can use those containers for your new plants. Perfect example is I take a tissue roll. You could stuff them with cat treats, make little holes, and then fold it inwards. And you can Google that, like some DIY toys for cats that you can do with toilet paper rolls, and you'll find there's if you have bunny rabbits, you could do the same. And it's super cute, and you could be able to reuse them. I saw somebody make paper out of some of their waste that they had from, it was like cardboard and other like papers and other materials that they had, and those two you can DIY how to make my own paper using items that I have in my house, and you can see what pops up there. And let's see, here are some ways to reuse and repurpose things in your house, to clean after your pet, and make pet toys at home. See, and with those containers too, if maybe you have old containers and you're like, you know, I want to make my own products to clean after my cat or my dog. I want to make my own products that are safe for my dog and cat to inhale. And you know what, you could keep those bottles for that. You could keep those and use those bottles and make your own cleaning supplies for the house that's safe for you and your pet, that doesn't have some of those toxin chemicals. Maybe you have those egg cartons and you want to make something, put your organic seedlings in there that you and your pet can enjoy. Pet friendly herbs and stuff, you know. Could reuse old bedding. You know, one of the things I did with old bedding, well, it wasn't old bedding. Was it old bedding? I think it was old bedding. Well, maybe a mixture of both, old bedding and old clothes, because I feel like there definitely was clothes in there. And I made little toys, and I put catnip in it, and I made little cat toys, and I donated them to the shelter. And you can make those for your pets. You can make little plushes, homemade plushes using old bedding and old clothing. And guess what? They got, listen now, look, saving some coins, doing a new skill, and your baby's happy, you know? You can use magazines, old magazines, as cat litter. I don't know if you guys know this, but in certain locations, instead of putting, when your cat gets spayed and neutered, instead of them using litter, they ask if you can use papers or newspapers, able to shred the paper and then put it in the litter box, and then they can use that. And you know, if you have that, you want to do that for a little bit, go ahead. You can use empty jars to put some treats in there, some goodies in there, and you listen now. You could make a 3-ingredient treat. I don't know if your cat would have this. Maybe your cat would. I don't know if they would like to try this. I don't know. But banana, peanut butter, and oats. And you know, you could add a little bit if you want to add it a little bit, make it a little sweet for yourself, and you know, make a little batch for you. And guess what? You can put it in those empty jars. You can use old socks, and you can be able to make toys out of that as well. Even old beddings and stuff, and old sheets and stuff like that, and towels could be used. If animals, they just want it to be cozy and cute. Of course, make sure it's clean, okay? You know, and you could be able to make their own bed and let them be comfortable. Old towels could be ripped and braided into new toys. Extra fabric and stuffing could be used to create a new bed or mat for the patio. So I like this. So this is on pureearthpets.com. This is a great one. It says prevent the 3 R's before they start. A simple way to reduce your dog's impact on the environment is to choose dog product companies that are shifting to less packaging, choosing biodegradable materials, and minimizing their plastic usage. You know, out of all of this information, I think the important thing that is said here is just remember to think before you buy for your dog and before you toss any doggy items. And I think it's amazing because thinking before you buy any item is truly important, whether it's for you or for your pet, because guess what? When you buy items, and if you're, you know, when you're being mindful, it has to be, you have to toss it out. You have to get rid of it when you're done, right? And you want to make sure that when you're getting rid of those items, that it's going to a good place, that it's going to be able to be broken down. I think these are just important, truly is to be able to make sure that what we're buying, we're being intentional about what we're buying, that we can have a place where our animals and ourselves, that we can truly thrive and feel amazing, okay? And I know I'm not saying, listen, me saying this, I'm not judging anybody, I'm not downplaying anybody or anything like this. There's a lot of things that I am unlearning, it's so easy to buy plastic. It's so easy to buy things that go into landfills and that they remain there forever. Maybe you can't afford to do certain things. Maybe, and these are things that we have to talk about as a community, because at the end of the day, we all live on this planet. And if we don't make these changes, if we don't try to do something, we're doing more harm than good. And that's why I'm talking about this. What I'm learning, what I'm being able to change in my own life, which it takes one step at a time, have grace for yourself, is that we have to do better than what we were doing before. And being able to be intentional and to take steps to change in the right direction is why I do these videos, is because I want you to know that you can do. And if you feel like there's something you may not be able to do, you don't know, message me at bertha.org and let's see what we can do together, because we have to take care of humans, animals, and nature, because we all come together, and it's truly important. And with pet food, a lot of people don't know that some of the pet food can't be recycled, and they can't. So let's do something about it. Let's do something about it. And some of our items at the supermarket can't be recycled either. Let's do something about it. If you're at home, if you have some time, take a couple of minutes, 30 minutes to an hour of your time, and see who you can message. And I know you feel like, oh, if you feel like this, because I have felt like this before. So anybody that's felt like this, and you're like, oh, it's little old me. Little old you can make the world change. You never know. You never know. You never know what that one message can do. You never know. And you never know, by speaking about stuff like this, what this can make your community do. I believe in you, and I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for being here.